Dear students, we are going to continue with the topic which we were discussing in the last video. Do you recall which topic we were discussing? Yes, we were discussing monetary expansion and inflation, and in which we had started to discuss the inflation trend in the country. We had discussed the monetary expansion and trends in the monetary and credit expansion in the country, and we had started to discuss the inflation and inflation rate in different time periods and different indices published by the government of Pakistan to measure the inflation. And today's video we are going to discuss the reasons behind the high inflation in different time periods in the country, and what were the basic consequences of having that inflation. And at the end we'll summarize the major reasons or issues behind the high rate of inflation in the country. So let's start today's topic, which is inflation trends. There are different theories of inflation which explains the reason behind the inflation. Same is with the case of Pakistan. Pakistan में भी there is still insufficient work done to explore the reasons behind the variation in the inflation rate in different time periods in the country. So if we see 1961 से लेके 1988 के time period पे there was high inflation or rising trend in inflation. So inflation की जो contribution है कौन से factors थे, that have been analyzed by Akhtar Hussain and quoted in your recommended book. That first of all he quoted the reason that there was increase in the real money balances, and that have contributed to the rise in the inflation rate or rise in the prices in the country. That increase in the real money balances also support the basic theory that inflation is always and everywhere a monetary phenomena, although it has been criticized later on by some other analysts कि पाकिस्तान के केस में ऐसा नहीं है, क्योंकि जो इन्फ्लेशन का में contributing factor है अगर वो रियल मनी बैलेंस है तो उसका इम्पैक्ट बहुत थोड़ा है. Still that is an important reason given and analyzed by analyst. And second is in that time period according to his analysis जो गवर्नमेंट बॉन्ड्स के थ्रू गवर्नमेंट ने बजट को फाइनेंस किया, दैट डिड नॉट एड टू द इन्फ्लेशन, और government expenditure which was financed by the government bonds that have negatively affected to the inflation trend in the country or inflation growth in the country. And इस same time period में 1980s, later 1980s में specifically beside the other factors there were irresponsible policies of the government that has added to the inflation or acceleration in the country. Then comes time period of 1990s, and this was the time period when throughout the time period we had double digit inflation, and there were a number of reasons behind this inflation given by different scholars in different time periods. Dr. Hafiz Pasha with his group have analyzed all those reasons given by different scholars behind the high inflation in 1990s, and they have classified the key policy variables into different demand management policies to explain the reason behind 1990s inflation or double digit inflation of this time period. So what were these 6 demand management policies? First of all, the supply shock is responsible for having inflation in the country. Supply shock means if there is a crop failure due to some external factor or weather factor that results out to be the less supply of that product or that crop, and that less product means less raw material for commodity production. So less commodity supply in the country, and less commodity supply ultimately results in rise in the prices. So that added to inflation due to supply shocks. Second is the monetary policy. Monetary policy में जो monetized budget होता है that added to the inflation in the country. So second reason is the monetary policy, and this also is endorsing the quantity theory of money, that increase in the quantity of money in the country and then you have increase in the price level. So it has a positive relationship. तो ये दोनों factors हैं. Then the third one is external shocks. External shock means the country used to have sometimes imported inflation, and how he explains the imported inflation. Inflation is imported in the country when there is increase in the international prices, if the international prices of the commodities rises, and beside this the country like Pakistan, which is having the high tariffs and the devaluation as a policy. So all these three factors are ultimately translated to domestic rise in the prices, and that is inflation. So domestic prices rises, and this is said to be as the inflation is imported in the country. Then the pricing policy. Pricing policy has two dimensions. One is the procurement prices or support prices for agricultural output in the country, and second is the prices of utilities, which used to be regulated by the government under the programs of structural adjustment, IMF and World Bank. So ये दोनों का जो impact है, that is catered under the pricing policy. Then tax policy, sales tax and excise tax, which is imposed over the producers, they are ultimately transferred to the consumers. So there is a price rise, and that is inflation. Then expectations also added to the inflation. Expectations of rise in the prices in near future do affect the actual rate of inflation in the country. So he has done an empirical research, and according to them 1990s में जो double digit inflation in the country was having numerous reasons behind that were explained by Dr. Hafiz and his companions. First of all, they mentioned procurement prices of wheat and rice, and particularly of wheat, then the administered prices of fuel, gas and electricity, यानी कि utilities की जो prices हैं, that used to be regulated by the government of Pakistan under the directions of IMF and World Bank. So that also added the prices of utilities are risen under the pressure of IMF and World Bank, just to be in line with international prices of the utilities. Then the rise in the indirect taxes, and the same time there is a rise in the indirect taxes, and that is also effect of the structural adjustment program in the country. Then in throughout 1990s there was a devaluation of Pakistani rupee. 1990s में throughout हमारी जो strategy थी वो currency devaluation थी. 1990s में जो US dollar था वो ₹25 का था, और 2001 में वो US dollar becomes to ₹60. So this devaluation also added to the price rise in the country in time period of 1990s. So these were the key factors behind the inflation of 1990s in the country. After 1998 there has seen decline in the inflation, और उसकी जो बड़ी reason थी वो है aggregate डिमांड का फॉल करना. उस सारे टाइम पीरियड में एग्रीगेट डिमांड फॉल की, उसकी भी तीन रीजंस हैं व्हाई एग्रीगेट डिमांड फेल इन द कंट्री. बिकॉज फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द न्यूक्लियर टेस्ट एंड द इकोनॉमिक सेंशन जो उसके बाद कंट्री में आई, देन द शिफ्ट फ्रॉम डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट टू द मिलिट्री गवर्नमेंट एंड द इंसिडेंट ऑफ 9/11. सो ऑल दीज फैक्टर्स हैव contributed to decline in the aggregate demand, and that resulted out to be decline in the price level in the country or inflation in the country. अगर हम इन्फ्लेशन ट्रेंड को देखें या इन्फ्लेशन रेट को देखें ओवर द टाइम पीरियड 2007 और 8 के बाद से, दैट इज स्टैग्नेंट अराउंड 20%, and that is chronic inflation or hyperinflation, high inflation in the country. And if we compare with the other countries of South Asia, so we are a high inflation country, and we are having double digit inflation. And explaining this double digit inflation, there are external factors which used to be quoted. And what are those external factors? First of all, there is oil price rise in international market in the time period. 2007 में जो international market में rise आया oil prices में, और उसके result में there was a global recession. So that these things basically added to the domestic prices to rise. Then there was a food price rise in international market. अब ये जो food prices उस time period में rise किए, उसकी भी दो reasons हैं. First of all, चूँकि international market में ऑयल प्राइस राइज कर गई थी, तो इन सर्च ऑफ सब्स्टिट्यूट एनर्जी देयर वाज अ ग्लोबल डाइवर्जन ऑफ फूड स्टफ from consumption to the production of biofuels. ताकि उसको हम रिप्लेस कर सकें. सेकेंडली देयर वाज अ लो प्रोडक्शन इन डिफरेंट कंट्रीज ड्यू टू द एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स ऑफ वेदर एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज. तो इन दोनों रीजंस की वजह से देयर वाज अ राइज इन द फूड प्राइसेस इन इंटरनेशनल मार्केट. सो ऑयल प्राइस राइज की, उसके रिजल्ट में फूड प्राइस राइज की, और फूड प्राइस वैसे एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर ड्यू टू विच जो क्लाइमेट है या वेदर का चेंज है डिफरेंट कंट्रीज़ में, तो ओवरऑल प्रोडक्शन जो है वो कम हुई, तो उसकी वजह से भी फूड प्राइसेस राइज कर गई. ये दोनों एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स हैं विच हैव कंट्रीब्यूटेड टू द इन्फ्लेशन इन द रिसेंट पास्ट इन द कंट्री. और डोमेस्टिक प्राइसेस जो राइज की हैं, जो डोमेस्टिक रीजंस हैं, दैट इज़ अगेन द सपोर्ट प्राइसेस ऑफ व्हीट एंड राइस. जो फार्मर्स हैं उनको सपोर्ट के लिए जो गवर्नमेंट परचेज करती है उनसे व्हीट एंड राइस, वो मार्केट प्राइस से बहुत हाई प्राइस होती है, एंड दैट वुड बेसिकली टू बेनिफिट टू सपोर्ट द फार्मर्स, एंड दैट इज़ एडिंग टू द प्राइसेस ऑफ व्हीट. सो इससे भी इन्फ्लेशन राइज होती है. फिर 2010-11 में जो फ्लड आया, दैट हैज़ अफेक्टेड द सप्लाई ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल and food production, so that results out to be rise in the inflation. So these are different factors which are explained for the rise in inflation in the recent past in country. If we analyze or sum up the whole discussion over the inflation, हमने देखा कि 1960s से लेके 1988 में इन्फ्लेशन राइज की क्या रीजंस हैं, फिर 1990s में जो इन्फ्लेशन है उसके बिहाइंड कौन से फैक्टर्स हैं, की फैक्टर्स हैं विच हैव बीन एक्सप्लेन्ड बाय द डिफरेंट एनालिस्ट. देन वी हैव सीन कि 2007-8 से जो इन्फ्लेशन कॉन्टीन्यूसली राइज कर रही है या राइज की हुई है, परसिस्टेंट है, क्रॉनिक है, उसकी क्या रीजंस हैं या जो एक्सप्लेन की जाती हैं. सो इफ़ वी एनालाइज द होल स्टोरी, we will come to the point that besides the external factors which have contributed to inflation in the country, there is a strong factor of mismanagement on the part of the government, due to which we have high inflation in the country, and this mismanagement is done under some political reasons or some political pressure or having some political factors, you could say. And beside this reason, the structural adjustment programs of IMF and World Bank have also contributed to the inflation or high inflation in the recent past. As we have seen, the factor which is explained in support is the increase in utility prices, the increase in the indirect taxes. So these are factors which are also, or which have been summed up as an important reason behind the high inflation or rising inflation in the country. So this is all about the inflation in the country. This whole theory does not support only that the inflation is always and everywhere a monetary phenomena in case of Pakistan, क्योंकि इसके अलावा पाकिस्तान में बहुत से और फैक्टर्स हैं विच आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल बिहाइंड द हाई इन्फ्लेशन इन द कंट्री. सो ये बेसिक थ्योरी जो है वो यहाँ पे 100% अप्लाई नहीं होती पाकिस्तान के केस में. यहाँ पे हमने डिस्कस किया कि बहुत सारे और फैक्टर्स हैं जिसकी वजह से हमारे मुल्क में इन्फ्लेशन जो है डिफरेंट टाइम पीरियड्स में हाई पड़ रही है, और अभी भी वी आर हैविंग अ बिग फिगर इन इन्फ्लेशन. सो दिस इज़ ऑल अबाउट द डिस्कशन ओवर द मॉनेटरी एक्सपेंशन एंड इन्फ्लेशन इन द country. We are left with one topic in the module 5, which is the discussion over the low savings rate, and we have done with this topic. I would suggest again कि आप अपनी recommended book जो है उसमें इस content को बहुत thoroughly discuss करें, पढ़ें, and try to make your own notes, and that would help you a lot. Very good luck for your studies. See you in the next video with the next topic.